Wizards of Waverly Place Season 4. Yeah, that's right, we're at the final season of the show. And I will be talking about the Alex versus Alex kind of reunion movie special thing, and then I'll be talking about Beyond Waverly Place soon. Not sure when yet, but it's just really great to talk about the finale of the show because this season is kind of a mixed bag. I really don't like this season, but by the end of the show, you are very happy with things, even though there's issues with this show, and we'll get into that. Spoilers for this show if you've never seen it. I don't really feel like I need to warn that with the other videos, but this one you do. I'm going to talk about spoilers. I think this is my least favorite season. And I just think it's because there's so many episodes in this final run of episodes that seem just like really fucking bizarre and just not great at all and should not have been episodes. Harperella is the worst episode of the show. I did not need to see Harper in a version of Cinderella. Like, what the fuck is that? It was really bad. We had the episode with the asteroid, which was a little bit rushed and could have been a two-parter, but for some reason wasn't. Things like that. There's other episodes like that. Just a lot of strange episodes and decisions. And it definitely felt like by the end of the show they were really stretching the plot of the show. But I think what's really great about this season is you really see everybody go into their own. Justin really becomes a mentor and a teacher, and that's how he works to get back in the wizard competition. Alex, by all means works to be a better person and friend and be more responsible, and you really see how she grows from that. Max is still Max, but everything else is like, you really see the strengths and maturity of everybody. Even actually, I would even say Max matures a little bit. It's just really great stuff. Though, I think the biggest problem with this show, this season, before we get into the big one and the finale of the season, is the way this season starts. So this season starts with resolving the cliffhanger from last season, which was that the wizards might need to be exposed, which it doesn't really go down that way. Basically, all the Russos go home. They decide just to kind of chill and figure out what they're going to do next. At the end of the episode last season, though, it didn't really feel like that's what they were going to do. It really felt like they were deliberately setting up that they were going to expose wizardry, which it was basically exposed. That whole government thing was just a fake illusion that Crusher Crumbs made as a test, and then they take them to Wizard Court, and then they wipe points off, and basically make it so that Max is ahead in his wizard training for the wizard competition. This is really dumb and contrived, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense. They clearly just wanted a reason for Justin and Alex to actually feel like there's some real competition and work to be better. There was a way to write that, and it could have been so much better. It really just doesn't make any sense. That why would Professor Crumbs go through all this work and all this stuff? It doesn't make a lot of sense, but he did, and it was just really lazy and contrived and just frustrating. I don't know. I think it just was like, okay, what are we doing here? But overall, that's the biggest issue besides the finale. I think the finale is good. I think the problem is the wizard competition rules make no sense. Like, at all. Like, why is it a game show? If the wizards know that the wizard families have been torn apart because of this competition, why do they still need to do the wizard family competition? Why can't everybody just keep their powers and nobody fight? Like, I don't understand. Why is there a reason that needs to be a finite amount of wizards? It's never really explained, and I would hope that a reboot beyond Waverly Place goes into some of these story beats and kind of explains why there needs to be a wizard competition. Maybe by the end of the show they abolish the wizard competition. Who knows? But there's that, and the part that gets me the most, so Justin gets to keep his powers and Alex gets to keep his powers, but like, why, if they could just do that, then why don't they have, like, the rules just make no sense. And also, I don't understand why they have to have points, right? Because they get points in the game show, but then they don't win by based on how many points. They win by getting through that obstacle course and using their powers. So I don't understand, like, why with the points there? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I think it's just fun set pieces, and it makes for a fun finale, and you really feel the tension. You kind of feel that anybody could win except for Max, which, is fun. So by the end of it, Alex wins by just being a good person, which I think is really good, because I think throughout all this show, you've really seen Alex work to be there for her family and always stick up and do the right thing when she needs to. I mean, all of her flaws be damned, that is one of her greatest strengths, right? And so her not being the family wizard, especially after Justin's ego has gotten in the way so many times, especially after she won that award, things like that. Like, I don't know, I felt like it was really great. And then Justin being a teacher and getting to keep his powers was also really sweet, because at the end of the day, both these characters also had lovers that they would have to break up with, and it was unfair to both parties. So I get why they made the decision to let them keep both their powers, but it did feel like a little cheap and a little bit of a cop-out. But I get why it happened, and it worked out okay. I thought it was really good. Overall, it's a great it's a good season of this show, and I think the show ended really well. And I think if you're a fan, it's just really strong put together. It was just really great to rewatch this show and do these videos for you guys, because I have so much nostalgia for this show, and being able to go back and finally relive some of these moments that I forgot about. I actually forgot who won the wizard competition because it's been so many years and I was kind of younger. And also, I remember the part with the Griffin grossed me out, making me want to vomit, so I just never went back to it. I don't know, but yeah, so maybe I didn't even finish it the first time. I don't know, but good season of the show, and I'm really excited for the reboot, and I will be talking about Alex versus Alex next week.